Arts Interviews with Timothy Hibbert. How are you doing today?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing awesome. So tell me about what you do.
I'm an audio engineer and musician. I work for several artists. The newest artist that I'm working for now is Jason Derulo.
Wow.
And so we've been, out and on tour for the past, I guess, 6 months. How much?
Oh, wow.
1 second. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Oh, it's okay.
Yeah. So we've been out for the past 6 months, just on the road.
That's so exciting.
Yeah, I've been everywhere from U.S. to overseas, Israel, Lebanon,
oh, wow.
Tunisia. So we just came back to the Tunisian tour, so that was cool.
That sounds like so much pressure. How do you handle it all?
Basically, you just don't. You kind of just go into it. It's a lot of training. It's a lot of just being experienced, actually, just being out there doing it every day and getting to know the artists. That's the biggest thing. Yeah.
Yeah, your job is so important. I couldn't imagine a concert without your job. So tell me why your job is so important.
So basically what I do is, you see how you have the stage, and then you have you have all the artists and you have the musicians on the stage. My job is to make sure they can all hear. So the artist has things like they're called in-ears. He wears monitors in his ears, and my job is to monitor that, to make sure that he can hear, make sure the band can hear, make sure the band can talk to each other.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I could imagine if something went wrong. I mean, that's like the whole concert in a sense.
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine that pressure. I'd be sitting there like, oh my goodness, what am I doing next? What am I doing next? Like,
yeah. It's
a good level of patience and calmness.
it's patience. It's patience, and it's just like kind of just getting to know your environment. Every day is something different. Every day is something different. So you never know what you're walking into. The only consistency you have is your artist and yourself.
Wow.
That's it. And your team. If your team is good, your team knows what they're doing, then you know that's half the battle.
Oh, that's awesome. So when did you first realize music was going to be such a major part of your life?
I started when I was 5. I started playing drums when I was 5 years old, and music has always been like a consistent thing in my life. My brother is an artist, and so we've done stuff together, worked on albums together, and things like that. And that's amazing.
So, tell me a little bit about your brother.
My brother, he's 9 years older than me, and we started. He's actually still living in my hometown. I moved to California, but he's still living in my hometown.
Awesome.
And he's has a wife and 3 kids, and he's doing it. But he started doing gospel music as a singer, and he's also a piano player, producer, things like that. So we used to start in our basement of our house doing all kinds of just
fans.
Right. Yeah, So okay, all right, have a good one. We started in the basement of our house.
Wow.
Just setting up drums and the keyboard, and we just play every day. And how you doing? Hold on 1 second. What's up, man?
Thank you.
Right? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I can't complain.
Yeah.
Can't complain.
I had
Sorry.
Oh, it's okay.
video. I got the video when he was speaking.
Oh, French. I'm about to send you. I'm gonna send Khalil a thing that we did.
Okay,
we did with it. Yeah.
How did everything come out?
It was great. I'm gonna send you a final thing. Yeah, I'm gonna send you a final thing. I'll hit you soon, man. All right, brother. Be good. Yeah. Sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah. So we started in the basement of our house.
Awesome.
Just doing all kinds of playing drums, playing keyboards, and acting like we were doing a concert. And from then we just grew. And of course, I went to school, did music and everything like that. So then after that just became like a staple. Me just working, doing music.
That's amazing. So, yeah. I mean, it's such a success story.
Yeah, it's been a long, hard road, but I can't. I'm grateful for all the bumps and bruises and the good times, the ups and downs in it. in the industry. I mean, I wouldn't trade that for anything.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
I could only imagine. Exciting life, exciting life. And you worked with so many amazing artists. Tell me about some of those experiences.
Well, yeah, I've worked with everyone from did some stuff for, you know, old groups like Jodeci. Done some stuff with them, and done stuff for, you know, plenty of artists. I think the best experience that I've had was working with Earth, Wind & Fire. That's like that's like a legendary group. I've never, you know, it's just like working with them has just been amazing. You know,
that's great.
So it's a childhood dream come true.
Oh,
actually,
awesome. That's great.
Yeah.
So right now we're going to check out some footage of you doing what you do and see the artist from your perspective. Okay, we're back with the arts interviews with Timothy Hibbert, and so those were some amazing clips. It's very exciting to see your perspective. It's so exciting. I couldn't imagine, like, my nerves. I'd be like running around the place like my head was off, and people would fire me instantly. So it's amazing to me that you can sit there and so much, like, I don't want to say chaos, but at the end of the day, it's like, you know, that's going on. You have to make sure everything's perfect. So I could only imagine. And tell me about your first day with a major artist, your first day like on a job, the job that you have.
So my first major thing, I'll talk about it as audio. My first major day on the job was when I got the phone call to do. My first artist was.
You see that's a good thing when you can't remember.
You know what happened was it's I'm trying to figure out which one I want to talk about.
Okay.
It was pretty intense. Like my first one was I was trying not to be starstruck, and it was I had got the call to do TLC.
Oh wow.
And you know, I go out there and I was, you know, to do their monitors and being a monitor engineer for them. Depending on the artist, you have to what they call pack them up. So that you give them their ear pack.
Oh,
and you kind of put it, you put it on them, and you know that you put their headphones on, and so of course, like I've always, since I was, you know, high school, I had a crush on Chili. You know, I mean, what guy hadn't had a crush on Chili? So, she's standing in front of me,
oh my goodness.
I have to pack her up, and I'm like, you know, how do I do this? You know, I have to reach down. Basically, at that time, the dress that she was wearing was you know, a dress that can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Yeah.
yeah. You had to put the pack in her bra, and
oh my goodness.
So it's just like I'm trying to reach down and do this without, you know, without making it like a scene. And so she turns around and looks at me. She goes like, yeah, she's like looking at me. She's like, what's wrong with you? You know, are you, well, you know, get this done. Like, get this done. And I'm like, I'm sorry. This, you know. So that was like my first experience. I was sweating bullets, man.
Oh my
you know, trying to make sure that the whole thing worked out where I was, you know, it was good. It was good.
Awesome.
But you know, that was my first experience, first day on the job with TLC. You know,
I couldn't even imagine. I'd be sitting there like when I meet in my regular job, when I meet stars, I'm sitting there and I'm like Captain Zeta Jones yesterday, and I'm like, I love you, you're so beautiful, and this is that whatever, and I'm like on the down low trying to say it without being too crazy.
Right. Exactly.
Like, at the end of the day, you want them to not, you know, feel weird around you or anything like that, even if you're starstruck.
Right. That's the whole thing. It's like, you know, you're trying to, especially when you walk on there, you try to carry a little professionalism and things like that, because at the end of the day, the artists are regular people, just like we are, you know, and they want to be treated like that. But then, you know, sometimes even though they want to be treated and you know that they're regular people, they're still, sometimes you never really get to meet people that you dreamt of working with. So, you know, it's, you know, it becomes a different story, especially when they're nice.
Yeah. Whenever I do like a red carpet event, I'm always like, people are like, oh, hey, you know, you don't get nervous. So the only person I'm gonna get nervous for is Jesus. Like if he comes down the carpet, then I'm gonna be sitting there sweating buckets.
Right. Yeah. Then I have no idea what's gonna happen.
Exactly. I'll be looking at angels in the sky, like, what's going on?
Right. Definitely be starstruck.
But you've been to so many amazing different parts of the world. What is one place that you truly enjoyed and why?
Oh man.
And you've been to a lot. Following you, I see you've been to so many beautiful places.
That's a hard question. It's like every day I go somewhere, it's a new experience. And it's different. I think my greatest so far has been when I went to Israel. Oh, wow. That was really, like, we stayed by the Red Sea, awesome. Which was like, you know, you get to see that in the Bible, you know.
Yes.
You get to, you know, so you get to hear about the stuff, and you get to see like some parts that you just never imagined. Like, it's just really beautiful out there.
Wow.
And then you go to, like, we just did Lebanon, which was it was an experience all in itself, because you saw the beautiful side of Lebanon, and then you saw just the really, you know, crazy side that we read about. We went through Beirut, and it was like, it was sad, but then you look out your hotel window and you see like the sea, you see like the beautiful sun's setting, and you know, sunrise, and you're like, wow, you know. I mean, so it's just like, you know, I think my best experience though I'd say would be Israel.
That's awesome.
So far, yeah.
And where are you from originally?
I'm originally from Newburgh, New York. So I was born in Long Island and then moved to Newburgh when I was 4. Okay. And been there. Been there since I went to all my schooling there. Went through the public school in Newburgh, and then moved out to California.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
I mean, that's what a step, Newburgh, and then to be all the way on the other side.
It was pretty crazy.
Yeah,
it was pretty crazy. It's
truly
pretty crazy.
Blessed.
Yeah.
Okay, so viewing your Facebook page, I saw a video you was with family members, and you guys were it was like all singing instruments, and I was just I was watching it amazed, like could my family reunion be like that?
Yeah. So what that was, my friend is actually working on his solo record, and so we had gotten together and we had come together as production partners, and he, you know, I play as well. I play drums as well as do audio engineering. And so we decided, let's work on this record. So one day we got a studio space, a rehearsal room, and we just called all of our friends in.
Oh, wow.
And, we all just sat in the room and just recorded a couple songs. And, you know, we got like 6 songs done. And, you know, but at the end, it was like, it was like a family reunion because we all didn't see each other for a while. And we all get together in this room and we're just doing what we love to do, good music and laughs and jokes and you know, listen back and playing each other's stuff and actually just recording a dream.
Yeah, that's great.
So it felt like a family reunion. Yeah.
That's amazing. So, and we're going to show the clip right now of that gathering.
Come on, Red. That funk is strong. That funk is strong. Talking right there. My God. Lord, Lord.
So we just watched that amazing display of artistry, and it was beautiful. So next event that I have, I'm going to invite everybody that was in that video.
Definitely. We're down. Let's do it. Let's do it.
And where do you see yourself in 2 years?
In 2 years, well, I see myself still doing what I love to do. And just kind of expanding and broadening my horizons in the industry and in life. You know, right now we just kind of just started. I'm actually on my way to pick up my papers because I just production company. We're incorporated and things like that. So you know, we have a lot of good things on the horizon. So I'm excited. Like we have like couple of artists under our belts now that we're working with, and you know, we're just 2 years. I expect to really be happy.
Awesome. And it's just going to be a continuation of happiness because you're very happy right now.
Exactly. And
what advice do you have for others that are entering into your career field?
Know your craft. You got to know your craft and believe in yourself because nobody's going to believe in you like you believe in yourself. You know, you got to believe at the end of the day that you can do anything. And then, you know, just have faith, man. I mean, most of what I do is not because of me or my abilities, but it's because of my faith in God. You know, like I really trust in Him to guide my step in everything I do.
Amen.
So, you know, and integrity. Just have integrity, be who you are, and, you know your worth. You know, don't let anybody tell you that you're less of a person or, you know, than you are. You have to just know who you are. And there's going to be times that it's trying, but you got to stick to that. You know, at the end of the day, nobody has your back like God has your back, you know. Yes. And so, you know, there's been times where he's like, I go home and I just, you know, cry and, you know, but just to be able to be on the stage and look out and see 50,000 people.
Wow, that's amazing.
And, you know,
and it's so
get
beautiful.
off a plane and be in another country. Yeah.
When you stand up on a stage and you look out into the audience and it's dark and there's all those lights and people have like their cell phones and everything's flickering, it almost looks like the night stars. Like it's just so beautiful. People don't really understand because a lot of people are never on the stage to see how amazing that looks.
Right. That's the truth. That's the truth. Like a lot of people don't get to experience that, and I'm blessed that I'm one of the few that gets to call that my job.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
That's
crazy.
awesome. So how can our viewers find out more about you and support you?
They can follow me on Instagram at Tim Hibb, or Facebook, Timothy Hibbert. We'll be having a website soon, Tim Hibb Productions. And so just look out. Just follow me on the social media, Twitter, Instagram, awesome. Facebook. Yeah, definitely.
Awesome. Well, I'm so blessed, and we at the Arts Interviewed are honored that you took time out of your day. I know you're super busy to speak with us, and we thank you so much. And it was amazing, a great interview.
Thank you for having me, and looking forward to it. You guys are an amazing outlet. I mean, people need to see more of what you do.
Thank you.
A lot of people are not hip to this side of the business, so it's I'm honored that you even consider me for doing this.
Oh no, yeah, it's funny that you say that, because a lot of people don't realize that that's an artistry in itself. That's a part of, like, you're representative of the arts. Right. And it's imagine cool. Concerts without you. I mean,
there would be none.
Exactly. So
right.
Very appreciative, and I'm so excited that we did this interview. Thank you again, and you have a wonderful day.
You too.